2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight we'll see Anaheim as they play against the Pistons. And guys, for the Pistons.
Welcome everybody to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge is joining us from the sideline. And for the Detroit Pistons, they come into tonight's game after the loss to Chicago. And a very close one there, too. The buzzer sounded. They were only down by one bucket.
And the effort down the stretch, those final few minutes of regulation, that's what they needed, but they were burnt out in the overtime.
Fatigue comes into play when games go into overtime, and you saw they just had no gas left in the tank in that loss.
And now the opening lineup for Detroit. We've got Russell Westbrook. Chris Middleton is out there with Bagley. And then there's Steven Adams. And it's Barton in at the shooting guard position. Steve, obviously every team wants to start a season strong. How do coaches and players create a sense of urgency early in the season?
I think it happens in preseason. It happens in the training camp where you're looking and saying, we have to get off to a good start. And a lot of times coaches are looking at their schedules. The back half of the schedules can be very tough. A lot of road games or a lot of playoff teams. That's why at the beginning you want to get off to a great start. And you got to send that message to your team and let them know the reason why. And I think a lot of times that's when players respond.
Well said. Westbrook, no good. Fast break Anaheim. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, earlier I spoke with Dwayne Casey. This is the first meeting of the season between these teams, and he stressed to his guys the need to rely on their instincts at the offensive end. He said, we do a good job of finding soft spots in defenses without forcing things. If we keep doing that, we'll be in good shape. We'll see if they can keep that up tonight. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks a lot, David. Their focus is going to be on good shot selection here early, guys.
And it's going to take a team effort. They can't have guys going solo and getting themselves into tough one-on-one situations.
It wouldn't hurt to focus on their low post game. It doesn't get any more high percentage than those easy looks in tight.
Now here's Westbrook following the missed shot by Will Barton. Goes up again and all around the rim that time before dropping in. Westbrook's got his first 2 points of the night.
Like how confident Westbrook is close to the rim. Gets high off the ground and releases his shot quickly.
Dedmon passes to Gallinari. 1:51 left to play in the first quarter. Shot clock at 6. Anaheim needs to get off a shot here. Dedmon's shot is off.
All the time in the world to get that one off. And Chris Middleton 2 seasons ago tore his hamstring completely off the bone. I mean, he's come back and hasn't missed a beat. One of the most well-rounded players you'll see. Heating up early on. This is exactly how he wanted to start the night.
Well, he has the ability to get you off on the right foot. Now it's just about sustaining it.
Now here is Gallinari. He kicks to Doncic. This one for 3. That's good from Gallinari on the assist by Doncic. Gallinari's got his first 3 points of the game.
A consistent shooter. Gallinari can light the tree from deep.
Outside Westbrook. Barton outside. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's his first foul. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Now here's Barton. He's covered closely.
And I'll tell you, the sooner this quarter can end, the happier he'll be. It's been tough making shots.
Doncic kicks to Gallinari. 15 seconds left to play here in the first. Jackson has the open look. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Barton inside the line. with 1 on the clock, and stolen by Dedmon. And still a close game. Russell Westbrook, a surly disposition on the court, but he talked
throughout the years I've been trying to find.
Well, you can't win it alone.
And for superstar players like Westbrook, individual greatness isn't enough. It's about elevating the team around them.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from Detroit?
Cleaning the glass, I mean, right from the jump, and that really helped them to set the tone.
What you have to do is establish a physical presence early, an aggressiveness their opponent has failed to match.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. On the court for the Pistons, they've got Adams. Russell Westbrook out there with Will Barton. Then it's Chris Middleton, and it's Bagley in at the 4. Now here's Westbrook. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22. And it's Westbrook again missing. Looking at the last game for Anaheim, it was a loss to the Golden State Warriors. Middleton against Gallinari. Over Middleton. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Four on the shot clock. To the middle. Fades away. No good off the back of the rim.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
The beauty of the teardrop, very difficult to really contest.
Anaheim trails by 5. Steve, for the Pistons, improving chemistry on and off the court has been a big focus.
Yes, locker room leadership and pieces that fit together on the court. It's about building a team in every sense of the word.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That one, no good. Barton with some nice D. Middleton outside. Back to Barton. Here's Westbrook in the hoop for his 4th field goal. 4 for 7 shooting and looking for more.
And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Can they get it? Out to Gallinari. Over Middleton. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Even though Gallinari is not a high flyer, his height helps from mid-range.
Adams finds Westbrook. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Adams, the pass to Westbrook. Here's Barton. Scores for only the 2nd time tonight. Now 2 for 6 from the field.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
Dedmon dishes to Doncic. Over Adams. Bagley with the rebound.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Pass to Westbrook. Barton in the corner from deep. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Barton's got 5 points in the quarter.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Down low. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Adams. Barton wide open. He fires. And Detroit again with the bucket.
The offense is running well, but more importantly, they're taking the shots they know they can make.
Hard to maintain your discipline, but obviously this was the game.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the 3rd quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, everybody. Well, it was a closely contested first quarter for Detroit. They did jump out to a lead in the opening period, but 4 points was the biggest it got. The second quarter was all theirs. Major uptick in offensive and defensive intensity as they did their jobs with precision. Now sitting. And that does it for our.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Gotta like what Will Barton has done in this game.
And let's see what the defense counters with to try and control him here in the second half.
Well, you like to run more doubles at him, but the risk there is opens up things for everybody else.
Jackson is out there with Dwayne Dedmon. Then there's Gallinari. Then there's Doncic, and it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the point guard position. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. Now, here's Doncic. Barton defending. Doncic, no good. Detroit leading by 14. Barton surveying the floor. Now the dish to Bagley. And Adams kicks to Westbrook. Middleton outside. And a miss there on the triple.
The defense fortunate there. He's a guy you hate to leave wide open.
Here's Doncic. Not going to go that time. Barton with some nice D. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. Barton from outside. That shot off the mark. And Danilo Gallinari, a 6'10 small forward. Steve, good size for his position, obviously.
Yeah, one concern is on the defensive end. It's his foot speed. But on the offensive end, he uses that size to his advantage.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his second bucket of the game to go. Detroit's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Barton kicks to Westbrook. Detroit, no good that time either.
You know, coming out of the half, you want to set the tone for the rest of the game. But going 1 for 4 is the wrong way to do it.
Now, here's Doncic. Defense right on him. Shoots over Barton. And the shot is long. Pistons leading by 12. Left side, Westbrook. Bagley with a wide open look. No good with the triple. The Clippers have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Now, here's Doncic. Barton defending. There's Jackson with the 3. And there's the foul. It's on Dwayne Dedmon. That's his first foul. The Pistons shooting 43% for the game. Barton finds Middleton. Westbrook with it. Gallinari covering for 3. Middleton, good. Nice assist from Westbrook. Westbrook's got 5 assists in the game.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
So timeout called here, the first for Anaheim.
Yeah, the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they got to talk about.
You know, for the most part, their perimeter D is holding up, but they might have to sacrifice some of that to close down the lane.
Kicks to Dedmon. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Clippers moving the ball around. And Doncic gets it to go.
And as they're trailing in this game, they're trying to stay in it with the triple. They're shooting a lot more of them than they did in the first half.
Now here's Westbrook. D right on him. The Pistons shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
And he's good on the second. There's 49 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Dedmon. Now, here's Doncic. He's covered by Westbrook. Doncic kicks to Gallinari. Rebound, Detroit. Adams has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Inside. Bagley, no good. Now, here's Doncic. Barton defending. To the inside. Here's Gallinari. Second chance shot. And that one released in time, but no good. And so is Detroit, looking at a 13. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And Detroit looking at who they've got. Chris Middleton is out there with Bagley. And then there's Steven Adams. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Barton in at the two-guard spot. As many for players going from college to the pros, which skills tend to be most immediately transferable?
You know, I think the skills on offense, a lot of times those guys are able to drive the basketball and penetrate. Those are the guys that can transfer easily from college. I think it's hard shooting-wise, being able to shoot the three ball at the college level, because at the NBA level, the line is pushed back. And I think the one skill level that gives a lot of young guys it gives them a hard time is defensively. I think that's the one skill is not easily transferred to the NBA.
Anaheim trails by 13. Doncic kicks to Jackson. There's the pass to Gallinari. And the call will be against Marvin Bagley. That's his first foul. The jump hook. Jackson misses.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
For three, Westbrook. That's in for his fifth make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
And the Clippers call time here.
You know, when Marvin Bagley entered the league, there were some questions as to which position would he play, but the versatility he brings is special. He can guard a number of positions, score inside and out, and he is a tremendous rebounder.
Doncic passes to Gallinari. On the wing, Jackson. Back to Gallinari. Just 5 on the clock. Over Middleton. And it's Gallinari missing. And one thing you can't question about Bagley, Greg, his intensity level.
As competitive as they come. He's ferocious around the rim. Oftentimes, he looks like he wants it more than anybody else on the floor.
And out of bounds as Anaheim gains possession.
Poor timing on that play causes the turnover.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. He kicks it to Jackson. That's tipped.
And a skilled shot blocker to boot. Love how Bagley uses that height and reach to stifle shooters.
Shot from the inbound. Bagley with the rebound. Bagley's got his 5th rebound in this one. Outside Westbrook. Top of the key, Bagley. Not enough on that one as it misses. Anaheim trails by 16. High arcing shot. Jackson, that's good.
Creating a size mismatch in close. That's the kind of thing you're working for.
And so Westbrook will bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Clearly a foul.
And he makes the first. All 3 throws good from Barton. 1:49 left in the fourth quarter. Passes to Dedmon. Gallinari on the wing. 3-pointer. Rebound by the Pistons.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
To the paint. Stolen by Jackson.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Pistons.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Russell Westbrook.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Gallinari outside. And another three for the Clippers.
And you got to like that they are competing all the way through. Try and maybe build some momentum going into the next one.
Because the execution was not there tonight. That's something they can use this time to work on.
Westbrook up top, guarded by Jackson. Westbrook with the bucket. And the Pistons lead by 14.
And just putting the finishing touches on this one, they have been on fire.
I mean, a fantastic run. The guys are really clicking, and the scoreboard reflects that.
We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And that one's good, Barton.
Tremendous effort here on the road. That plane ride home is going to be sweet.
They better have some extra goodies on that plane, because after this blowout, they deserve to be rewarded.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. This one for three. And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg and Anaheim. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks.
Enemies, they congregate and they go on dates. Talk about me over food and wine.